Hello. Hi, guys. Okay, it has been quite a week, but we're going to jump right into some other stuff and we'll get into what's been happening in my house this week. Just a minute. Okay, so did you guys get your Shelly paper pumpkin? So this is the Hugs from Shelly kit, and I haven't had a chance to play with it, but I did open it. So I'm going to just share with you real quick what came in mine. And remember that to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you have to be subscribed by the 10th of the month. So this one is no longer available, and I believe all the refills are sold out as well. I'll have to double check that. But if you want the June kit, which looks fantastic, by the way, it's lots of little cards. I think they said there were 16 cards, and they were sized perfectly for random acts of kindness or gift cards. So I think they're going to be fantastic, and I love, love, love the colors. I think it's like a Coastal Cabana kind of thing, so I'm really excited for June's kit. So make sure you subscribe by June 10th to get June's kit, and the link to subscribe is in the video description. So in the Shelly kit, the Hugs from Shelly kit, this was designed by Shelly Gardner, who's Stampin' Up's co-founder, and there was... We'll start with the accessories because I love these. So there's some great linen thread. There's like this really beautiful, like, I don't even know what to call it. It's so cool. It's like Blushing Bride. It's not really linen thread, but it's not really baker's twine. There is this, what is the color of this? I just forgot it. Pretty Peacock Velvet Ribbon. So pretty. And this is a new in color, guys. And then there's these little bird trinkets. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I love it. I haven't had a chance to put any of this together, as you can see. I love the envelopes. There were 12 cards. You make 3 of each card. There's feathers and flowers, and some more flowers, and there's some bird nests. So I love the envelopes. The envelopes are sometimes my favorite because I love finding something fun in the mail. Then the stamp set was really amazing too. It was a huge stamp set. Lots of greetings. There's feathers and flowers and birds, and really fun. And the card bases are just amazing. Again, these are supplies for 12 cards. This one is my favorite. This floral one, so cute. And this kit is very, very Shelly. Shelly is very like vintage chic kind of. And this is very much her. So then some die cuts. There's some flowers and some vellum feathers and some labels to stamp on. And then of course the instruction sheet. And these are the final cards. So this is basically what you get in a paper pumpkin. You get all the supplies, you get the instructions, you get an ink. This month we got early espresso. You get accessories. So it's a great, great kit. So let me just throw all this back in. So make sure, if you want the June kit, make sure you subscribe by June 10th. And isn't this box beautiful? Oh my goodness. So pretty. I love it. Okay, so that's Paper Pumpkin. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Make sure you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. I do have a paper share open right now for the annual catalog. Make sure you subscribe or sign up for that. There's details, the link in the video description. Make sure you get on board with that. If you do want to place an order, remember we are nearing the end of our annual catalog. The bundle prices are all leaving. There's lots of retired stuff that's leaving. So make sure if you haven't got any of those retired items, make sure you get them today or this weekend. And if you do want to order this weekend, I'm having a special Memorial Day special this weekend. So any orders placed now between 3 p.m. on Friday and midnight on Monday to Tuesday, that midnight in there, will get a free in color ink pad. And these are the new in colors. I'm offering the new ones. So you place your order Memorial Day weekend, and then I will contact you and say, hey, what color do you want? And then in June, I'll order it and then I'll send it to you. So there are 5 colors to choose from. Now, I will say that in June, the Purple Posy probably won't be available. They're saying that's probably going to come out in July. There was a little bit of quality issues with this one, so they've pulled this one. But if you really want that Purple Posy one free, we'll still arrange that. It probably just won't come until July. So, but there are 4 amazing other in colors. And so you can choose any one of these for free if you place in an order of $50 or more at my online store this weekend only through Memorial Day. Okay? So that's fun. And tell your friends. Make sure they order. And then today we are making a project with a brand new stamp set and dies, and demonstrators are the only ones that can get this now. So if you really love it and you want to join my team, now is a great time. You can get $125 worth of products for only $99, and you can add brand new stuff in your kit. And then when the catalog goes live in June, you can get all your purchases at a discount. So this is what we're using today. We're using the Parcels and Petals stamp set, and then what are these called? The Perfect Parcel dies. And this comes as a bundle, of course, in the new catalog, but aren't these cool? I cannot wait to play with this one. Let's take that off. Isn't that beautiful? I cannot wait to cut that out. I'm dying to like cut it out of gold too. I think it'll be beautiful. So anyway, these are, I haven't played with this one too much except the box. I've been obsessed with this box, and I'm going to show you the box in just a minute. You're going to be obsessed with it too. But this is what we're using today. Brand new stuff. Now, I did go live yesterday in my VIP group, and if you missed that, make sure you join my VIP group so you can see that video. We made this amazingly cute little cow candy bar slider. Isn't that cute? And this is a new stamp set as well. One can be added to your starter kit, or you can get it in June. And the candy bar just slides right out. Isn't that adorable? Love. So if you haven't seen this video, it's in my VIP group. If you're a member, go on over there and check it out. If you're not a member, request to join. I approve everybody. There's no requirements to join. I welcome all people. So let's get to today's project. So today, this is what we're making, this sweet little box, and this is what those dies make. So I have some new DSP. This is the Mosaic Dsp, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there are some like glossy areas on there. I think you can see it. There's some glossy areas there. Oh, so beautiful, and it's all mosaic-y. And so when you take the belly band off, so it just slides right off. Take the belly band off. And then this box is so cute. It fastens at the side, so you just lift up the sides, and then it just opens like that. Isn't that adorable? I am in love with this box. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite little boxes ever, and I love it. And it's a really good size. You can fit a lot in there. Mine is empty. The one we're going to make today will be empty because we don't have a lot of treats in our house right now. We are officially on summer vacation, and we have nothing. We have no treats in our house right now. So we are going to start today by cutting the box. And I have two pieces of Blushing Bride that are 4 1/4 by 6 3/4. So I have two. You need two pieces to make the box. Let me grab those framelits again, or those dies. Oh, we're not supposed to say framelits. I'm going to grab the box die. So we're going to cut this twice. So I'm going to pull in my Big Shot. There we go. So yesterday was the last day of school, guys. The kids are officially on summer vacation. Although we haven't started any real summer activities. We did a lot of binge watching YouTube this morning. We went out for lunch, and yeah, so summer is off to a pretty boring start. But it will get much more exciting as the weeks go on, I'm sure. The kids are signed up for some camps, and we'll see. So I'm cutting two of these, and I am really hoping to get on some sort of schedule this summer because I want to be going live at a reliable scheduled time so that you guys know when to find me to see all the cute projects that I'm going to share. And with the new catalog coming out, there's going to be tons of cute projects coming. I am hoping to do a big, I'm going to put my Big Shot away. I'm hoping to do a big catalog launch on June 4th, but I got called for jury duty for the third time in about 15 years, which is just ridiculous, right? So unless I am in a courtroom on June 4th, when the catalog goes live, we will be doing a special Facebook Live. Probably, maybe even more than one that day. I haven't really decided because I can't plan for the next day because I don't know my schedule. So that's fantastic. Every day you have to call every afternoon after 4:30 and see if your number has been picked to go in. So I have to call today or go on their website today after 4:30 and see if my number has been picked to go in on Tuesday. So that's fantastic. So what I'm doing is I'm just folding and burnishing on all of the straight score lines. There are a couple of little triangle ones, and I'm not going to use my bone folder. I'm just going to use my fingers and just lightly fold those. And we're going to use those in a little bit, but they don't have to be fully burnished. Now, I've made this box a couple of times, and I'm not going to lie, I've messed up this box a couple of times. So it took me a few minutes, a couple of tries to figure out how to do the box closure. It's a little bit different closure than some of our other boxes, and it took me a couple of tries to finally get the hang of it, but I did get the hang of it, and that's why I wanted to show this box, because it is a little tricky the first time you put it together. So I wanted to make sure that if you got this, you knew how to do it. So we're going to take our two pieces, and I am going to symbol using my Tombow. Now, I know there's a big, I don't like liquid glue. That's fine. You can use tear tape or fast fuse. I have just found with this box specifically, because you just need that little extra finagling to get everything lined up, that the Tombow just works a little better. So I'm going to start by putting some glue on these little side tabs on one of my pieces. My glue doesn't want to come out right now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to line up the score lines. So you're going to line up this score line and this score line. You're not going to line up the top, because as you can see, the side panels are a little bit lower than the top. So if you were to line up make them flush at the top, the box would be out of alignment. So what you want to do is just line up the score lines, and that's why the liquid glue comes in handy here, because it's easier to just kind of finagle around and make sure that those lines are nice and lined up. Make sure that I get that glued down. Okay, so that's one side. We're just going to give that a press. The score lines are nice and lined up. We are good. So now we're going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, we're going to put some glue on these tabs. And these score lines should line up, and if they don't, just make sure that they do. So there we go. So we have our box all put together, and just a little bit of finagling, which is why I like the liquid glue for this box specifically. And when we get to the bottom, you will really want to use liquid glue for this. Okay, now the easiest way that I have found to put together the bottom, so we're going to turn it upside down. We are going to fold in the side pieces first, and on each of these longer pieces there's a little triangle, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on each of those triangles, just like that. Flip it over and put a little bit of glue on those triangles. Now you want to make sure these are folded in, and then all we're going to do is just close this. We're going to make sure that glue hits those side pieces, and then we're going to stretch it out and flatten it down. Okay? I hope you got that. So we just folded in those side pieces first, folded in those triangles, and then we're just going to stretch it out and flatten it down. It's going to be flat. And all those bottom pieces for the box are inside the box now. They're all inside, and those triangle pieces have folded backwards. So can you see that? And they're glued to the side panels. Now, I could be doing this the hard way for all I know, but this is the best way that I have figured out how to do it. And again, with that liquid glue, because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room, it gives you that time to actually like push it in and get it all nice and secure. So then you just open it back up. Those bottom pieces will snap into place, and your box is completely assembled on the bottom. That's it, easy peasy. So I'm going to pull this up just to show you again. So what we did was just push in on those triangles, those scored triangles, and then just folded our box flat with all the bottom pieces inside. And then when you unfold it back, those little pieces hook right together on the inside. Okay? So that is our box, and then these will fold out. You just want to make sure that those are folding out, not in. There we go, just like that. this will fold out just like that. Perfect. And then I like to give these a little curl with my finger just like this. Just make that point so it goes in a little bit better on that side. So with my first finger and my thumb, I'm just curling it a little bit. And it'll go in so much easier on the side. Isn't that cute? That made our sweet little box, and then it'll pop right open. I love it. Don't you love it? I have so many ideas with this box. And it was so easy to put together. And once you put together a couple of them, you'll be a pro. So super cute, so fun. I love it. So let's get to decorating it now. Okay, so I have a piece of the mosaic paper, and I don't remember the actual full name. It's Mosaic something, and this is 2.5 by 7.5. And what I'm going to do is I want the seam to meet in the middle here, in the front, where we're going to put our label so that will cover it all. So I don't have any score lines for this. What I like to do with my belly bands is just kind of dry fit them. So I will go around and just kind of pinch and pinch on the back here and just keep pinching all the way around, just like that. And that will give me an idea of where I need to score, where I need to fold. And so I'll take those lines that I pinched and I'll just make sure to reinforce them here, and also making sure that they're nice and straight on the edges here. And that makes sure my belly band will line up nice and straight. I'm just gonna give that, and I'm not using my bone folder, I'm just using my hands, my fingers, and just the last one here. Perfect, and that should wrap around perfectly for our box. Perfect, and you don't want it too tight because you want it to be able to slide on and off. So we are going to use some tear tape here. And I'm just going to get a little bit here, put it on one of the sides. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want to overlap. And I'm going to peel that off. Good grief, here we go. And you can see that I didn't put my tear tape all the way onto my paper. I don't know if you can see that there's a little bit hanging over the edge. I did about 3/4, and that's because this isn't going to overlap a ton, and I definitely don't want to glue it to my box. So I just folded over any of that excess adhesive, and then we're just going to line up these pieces. There we go. Perfect. And then let's slide this off to finish assembling it. Again, we'll slide right off. Maybe, there we go. This one's a little tighter than my other one, but it still slides off, it still works. And the more you slide it on and off, the easier it gets. So maybe before you give it to your recipient, just slide it off and on a couple of times. And it will. Now I'm struggling, but I promise it works. Oh, good grief. The pressure of the camera. Okay, it does go on, I promise you guys. And there we go. Just had to finagle it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get to the decorations on the front now. And so for that, I just have a scrap of Calypso Coral cardstock that's just a 1/2 inch. We're gonna end up trimming it down. And then I have the label from those dies that we used. I have this little label here from the dies, and I love the little stitching detail in that. I don't know if you can see the stitching detail, but it's so cute. And then I have the stamps from that coordinating stamp set, and we're just going to stamp a little something on this little tag in Calypso Coral ink. A little something. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to just start assembling. I have a little bow that I've already tied using the Nature's Twine. I think that's what it's called. It's in the current catalog. It is carrying over. So that is fantastic. And I have some dimensionals, of course. We're going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of our tag. So I'm just going to peel those off so it's ready to go. And we're going to start with some adhesive on this. And I'm just going to put it on the middle. And then we can trim it off as we go, as we figure out what we want. And I'm just going to put it on here just right up where that seam was. My seam's a little higher on this one than it was on the other one, so This one may be a little bit different, and I didn't grab my scissors, did I? So let me find my scissors. And then I'm just going to trim this off. I'm going to trim it at an angle. On one side, I'm going to slide it over to the other side and trim it at an angle again. And then back in the middle. And we're going to stick our a little something label right on top, right in the center. Super cute. And then finally, just a little finishing touch, we're going to add that little bow. I'm going to use a glue dot, stick it right on the bow, and then stick that right on the side here. So cute. So what do you think, guys? Do you love this box? I love this box. I cannot wait to play with it more. I see so many fun things in the future. And this DSP is so pretty, this Mosaic Dsp. It's just so pretty. So I've made the box. This is Calypso Coral and this one is Blushing Bride. So you'll have to let me know which one you like better. So that is it for me today. That is just a really cute, quick Facebook Live. Remember, if you do place an order this weekend only, you will get a free new in color ink pad. I'll be contacting people next week who place orders this weekend only. Friday through Monday, I'm a Memorial Day special. And if you have any questions, of course, please comment or contact me. And until next week, I will see you guys later. Have a great week. Bye.